We are going to start in a few minutes, but I I think you should put me as the admin so that I can share the screen.
Eh. Eh.
Hello guys, how are you? Hello, 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 hello. You can always tap the microphone. When you tap on it, you can talk.
Hello.
Yeah, I want you to respond so that we can know how to manage this. Because I'm about to start, and you can tell me the your concerns one by one, so that we get to start from the point which disturbs you a lot.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Is it?
We are listening.
To watch or it is just like just hearing? Hello.
Hello, hello.
Yes. Is it necessary to watch or just hearing?
Yes, please.
Like it? Hello. Hello.
Are you ready to learn?
Yes, they are very ready to learn.
Yeah, we are very ready, sir.
Okay, that's good. So I'm going to you make sure that your microphone has a cross to make sure that we have some order. I'm going,
Also, we need to tap it.
I'm going to share the screen.
Okay. You share the screen, sir.
I'm working on it.
Orang tadi yang
Okay.
beralaman.
Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
So I want us to start with data collection and presentation so that we can analyze it better. We are going to start with interesting things so as to make them much more interesting and understand the key things and the key areas behind so as to pass and score an A or a B. There's someone who is sharing the screen. I think that person should stop sharing. So the scenario is here. The item is, this is our item. Are you seeing it very well?
No, you need to increase like on the font.
I should increase.
Yeah.
How about it now?
Now it is okay.
So you read through it. You have 1 minute to read it through.
Okay. You try to show the task.
Are you done with reading through?
Yeah, you can show the task.
Hello, you can read for me the frequencies. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Actually, all of you check and make sure that you have muted. Gilbert, mute. Gilbert, mute. So I think we can start.
Yes, sir.
Now, what I'm actually when you look at what the scenario is saying, the scenario is actually telling us that the meeting always starts at 9 a.m. at a certain office. But now, the arrival time at the workplace should be 8:30. So most people, actually all of the people must arrive at 8:30, but there are those who come late. There are those people who come late at 8:30, actually beyond 8:30. But now, after coming beyond 8:30, someone decides to carry out a data collection survey in such a way that it starts registering the people who come beyond 8:30. So you may find that someone has come 15 minutes after 8:30, 10 minutes after 8:30, 20 minutes after 8:30, like that. So it comes up with such data depending on the individuals at the workplace. So this is the data. Then the task requires us to utilize this interval 10 to 19 in order to calculate the average arrival time. So we want to get the arrival time based on the collected data, and hence we need to suggest the time when the meeting should start. So the actual thing is that we need to first make the tallies as you have done. So 10 to 19, then 20 to 29, then we move on 30 to 39. Hope I'm clear.
Yes, sir.
30 to 39, then 40, 49, then 50. Move on to 50 to 59. But now, before you continue adding on others, you need to come and check the highest value. Which one is the highest value? So you come and check up the data that you have. So when you look through the data, you realize that most of them are, we have 48, we have 51, we have 53, we have 47, like that. Most of them are in 50s, the highest. So you come and then you first pause there. So you make the tallies. So you come and then you look out for the numbers orderly. You say, now, if I'm to make the tallies to help me get the frequencies, what I can do is to cross out the 12 gently. When you cross out the 12 gently, you come and put a dash here. You come and put a dash there. Then you cross out this 15. Then you come and put a dash here, because 15 lies between 10 and what? And 19. So you put a dash there. Then you also come and say, I'm on 17. So 17 lies between 10 and 19. So you also put a dash there. Then you come up again, and then you have 19 here. Like that, like that, like that, like that. But make sure that after having, let's say, four tallies, the fifth one is to bundle them up. If you have 4 tallies, the fifth one is to make sure that it bundles them up to make 5. So the frequencies that you'll have We have frequency F. We have 6 as you have stated, 6, 20, then is 16, 14, then 5. Now, the moment they talk of average, because actually we have got what we want, but they are in the task, they are telling us to find the average arrival time. So average is the same as mean. Once we want average, it means that we need to get, you come back and first state the formula here for average to know what you want to get. So what you do, you state the formula of average or mean is equal to, then you come and then write your formula here. It is the summation. It is the summation of f times x, small f times x, divided by the summation of x. So that is what we have. Summation of f of x divided by summation of f. So hope you can see the formula clearly.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now, when you look at this formula, it requires us to now go into the table and add a column which has fx. But you cannot add a column of fx when you don't have x. X is the midpoint. So we basically come in the table and add x in our table. Let me increase on the zooming. Hope now you can see well. So
Yes,
after
sir.
that, we before I continue, we started with a heading. Are you seeing a heading?
No.
Yeah. A frequency distribution table to represent the data. Is that okay?
Thank you. It is now
So now you'll complete the tallies here. I'm not putting those tallies because it will take some bit of time when I'm using a computer. So for now, that's how we get these frequencies. Then, now the way we get the value of x, which is the midpoint, we get, I'm going to use this first 10 to 19. What we do, we get the sum of the two values, 10 plus 19, then we divide by 2. The reason why I'm putting it into brackets is because when someone adds 10 plus 19 divided by 2, it will appear as if the 2 is dividing only 19. That's why it is always better to first add these two and get the answer as 29, not so? Then after you divide that answer by 2, so you'll end up having, actually it is not 20, it is 29 divided by 2, which is giving us 14.5. So it gives us 14.5. So after having 14.5 there, we do the same for 20 to 29. When you add 20 plus 29, we shall get 49. 49 divided by 2 gives us 24.5, like that. Now, a point to clear. The dash that you are seeing here, the dash that I'm highlighting here, this dash here that you are seeing is not a minus. It is not 30 minus 39. It is 30 to 39. This one is not 10 minus 19. It is 10 to 19. So in actual sense, when we have 30 to 39, we have to get the midpoint, x, the value which lies in the middle of 30 to 39. We have 30 plus 39, which is 69, divided by 2, which is 34.5. Then the story continues, 44.5. Then also here, 54.5. Then after that, we can now get our f of x. F of x means that you are going to get the value of f, multiply it with x. Get the frequency, one value of frequency times one value of the midpoint, which is x. Then you get your calculator and then press it. Get your calculator and press. This will be 6 times 14.5. The answer that we shall get is 87. Then 20, we are getting this 20 that is here, and the 24.5. Then we multiply them. 20 times 24.5, it gives us 490. Then we go to the next level of 16 times 34.5. 16 times 34.5 gives us 556.8. Then you do the same, 14 times 44.5. 14 times 44.5 gives us 623. Then we also have 5 times 54.5 gives us 700 and actually 272.5. After that, it means that we need to get the summation, because in our, yes, 530, it is, I'm saying 16 and 34.5. You got 500 and you got 552. Actually, I'm getting it as well here. Thank you so much. So now that is good. So now we are going to have the summation of f. Here we now have the actually summation of f. We are going to put it here. Actually, it looks a bit bigger. Let me reduce on it. Hope you can see it, are you?
Yeah.
So when we add, we shall add 6 plus 20. You get your calculator. Don't suffer with using the head. Get 6 plus 20, that is 26, plus 16, that is 30 what? 42. 42 plus 14, that is 50 what? Or another way of getting it, you can just come here and count what the values: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you also count here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will be as if you are carrying out, you are getting the area of a rectangle, length times width. So these are 10, then these ones are 6. So it means that 10 times 6 length times width, provided it forms a complete rectangle, you need to get the value here as 60. That value should be 60. Then, but you should use the actual thing. The actual thing is just by adding them. 5 plus 14, 19. plus 16, that is 30 what? 35 plus 20, like that, plus 6, then you get what? 60. Hope you are getting it. But I'm seeing as if you are getting 61.
The one
We
when
are
you
getting
add
61.
We get 61. Actually, you made the mistake in the tallies because when I check here, the value that you have as 20 should be 19. So this should be 19 for us to have the right answer. So it's 19 times 24.5, which gives 465.5. So now a number, actually, I want to say this. Am I talking to? Actually, I want to say this. Whenever you have two questions to do, you have to choose between a number on data collection and a number on sets. If you see that the set question is easier for you, it is always the best choice to do. But the challenges are that if for a set number, normally it has that part which has a little bit of confusing English that disturbs most of you. So that's why most of you go to this question here. But this question, if you are to do it, make sure that you are keen on the way you add values, on the way you do the tallies, because any mistake in the tallies won't stop you from completing the number, but you'll end up failing it. Because if at all we had continued with the 20 there, it means we would continue with this 20 until we complete the number without any difficulty, yet everything is what? Is wrong. So the best option is once you decide to do a number on data collection and presentation, it means that you must go slow. You must make sure that each computation that you make sure that you are keen on the way you press the calculator, on the way you write the values, not to make any slight mistake. Because you can make a mistake and then you don't know that you have made it and you end up failing the number. Otherwise, the number on data collection is always not hard, but it needs a lot of care. So after that, we can now add. We can now add and get the summation of f of x. And add and get summation of f of x. So let's do the addition. We're having 87 plus 465.5 plus 552 plus 623 plus 272.5, and this gives us 2000. Are you seeing the 2000? Yes. After getting the 2000, it means that we need to go back to the formula and then continue substituting. So it means that we need to substitute. We need to substitute. So this is now 2000 divided by 60. Once you divide 2000 by 60, what do you get? 2000 by 60, what do you get?
$33.333.
33.33.
0.333.
Okay, we can put to 2 decimal places, but this one we are dealing with minutes, not so? Because we are looking at the time. But even if you don't put the units there, there is no penalizing. You can put 33.33 and that is all, and you get all your marks. So it means that now we need to relate to the scenario. We need to go back to the task. Using the first interval as that, calculate the time, the average arrival time based on the collected data and suggest the time at which the meeting should start. Not so? Now, remember, the scenario talks about, excuse me a bit. Are we still together? Okay, let's now progress. We have got the mean or the average. But remember that we are looking at this time here, 8:30. Most people have to, actually, it's a must that they should arrive at 8:30 in the morning. Then the meeting has to start at 9:30, actually at 9 a.m. So there are those people who come late after 8:30. So they register their time, the times at which they are what? At which they are late. So from there, that is the data that has been collected. Now, using the interval, do what and what, suggest the time at which the meeting should start. Now, we are starting the meeting because the meeting would have started at 9. But because of people coming late, we want to shift that time. Are we going to shift that time below 9 a.m. or after 9 a.m.? Why? Very nice. We are going to shift to increase on the time at actually to shift it after 9 because we want we want to make sure that majority of the people find the meeting when it is still on, because someone who is late by 54 minutes may find when the meeting is what is already done or it has already started. So what we shall do, we shall come here and then get this 33 minutes. We shall now approximate it to 34 what? To 34 minutes, because we want to buy more time for many people to make sure that they find the meeting, though they are coming late. But we may not make sure that all of them find the meeting when it has not yet started, but majority of them. So what we do, we are going to say we are approximating 33.33 on to 34 because we cannot take 33, yet we already have some points after 33. So we shall take, 34 what? Minutes. After taking 34 minutes, that is not the end of the story. We go back to the time at which they have to reach at work. The time at which they have to reach at work is 8:30. That is 8:30 a.m. Then we add on the 34 minutes. And this will give us 9:04 what? 9:04 minutes. Actually, 9:04 a.m. So the question has said that suggest the time at which the meeting should begin. I suggest that the meeting begins at 4 minutes past 9. Or I suggest that the meeting should begin. I suggest that the meeting begins at 9 a.m. From your analysis that you have made, that is the suggestion you can make. Is that clear?
It's very clear.
So now what we do, let me first show you how we score this. Are you getting it? Let me show you how we score this. Let me get some red ink, red pen here. So it means that there has been an increment of 4 minutes from the previous time. So the key things that you should make sure that you are looking on I want to get a pen here. Where is it? The pen. Okay, I've not got the pen. So what we need to do, when we are scoring, we shall give this the heading. We shall give this heading. We shall give it some presentation score. So we normally give it P1, the presentation score. After giving it, yes, it has to be there because this topic is known as data collection and presentation. We have the collected data in the scenario up here. Data has been collected. We have to analyze it. After analyzing it, we present it either on a frequency distribution table or on graphs. Once you present it on a frequency distribution table or a pie chart or a graph or a bar graph, any kind of thing that you are presenting data on, you must have a heading. So we should have the frequency distribution table to represent the data above or to present the data collected. There you get a presentation score. Then since you are given the time interval from 10 to 19 to use as the class, someone can put time, the other person can put it as what? As class here. Another person can put it as class. So, but even if you put it as class or time, depending on the scenario, because the scenario talks about time, you still get the same thing. So this column here for time, which we have generated, you also qualify to get a presentation score. Tallies, forming the tallies, you also get a presentation score. Coming up with correct values of frequency 6, 19, 16, 14, 5, you qualify for a presentation score. When we reach X, which is the midpoint, and it is required for finding the mean, it means there we shall give you the analysis score A3. It will be A. You get it as A. You get 1 mark for that A. Then also A3 for computation, totaling the frequencies to 60. You also get A. Then f of x computation, you're multiplying f times x, f times x, you also get A. Summing f of x, you also get the analysis score. Then finding the average or the mean by use of the formula, here you are going to get analysis score for dividing 2000 divided by 60. You get the first analysis score. Then 33 point computing from the calculator to get 33.33, you also get the analysis score. So you are getting A1, 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 A1 like that. Then you had already got the presentation scores P1, P1, P1 like that. So now you are accumulating the scores. Now approximating, you also get A, another A1. Adding 830 plus 34, you get also A1. Then getting the answer, which is 904 AM, you also get a score of A1. Now, here comes the biggest of all. The biggest of all is the conclusion. Whenever a conclusion can even take up to 8 scores. So make sure that each item that you'll be trying, you conclude. So when you say, I suggest that the meeting begins at 9 AM, okay, 9:04 AM, actually, it is a small statement, but with a lot of meaning. Because they told you here in the task, it means that for you are responding to the task. They said, suggest the time when the meeting should start, and you are typically responding to the task. That means you're going to get very good marks. Very good marks on this. So the score that you are aimed at getting, the maximum is 8. Just a conclusion has, actually, we don't call it, we call it the IN mark, the identification. You have identified that you need to suggest, so you are suggesting IN. So here you are going to get up to 8 scores just for only the conclusion. Or if at all it is reduced normally, it takes 2, it can take 3 scores depending on someone who is assessing you. But for last year's UNEB, it was being given up to 5 scores, up to 8 scores, like that, just only the conclusion. So it means that whenever you're dealing with these items, always give a conclusion. So I think we are at par. Yes, good question. Actually, when you say you are rounding off, it is not true. I want to give you a situation. Are you with me? Let's say you are constructing a house. Let's say you are constructing a house. Not so? Are you hearing me? So you are constructing a house and you need you realize that the house needs 20 iron sheets, not so? From the 20 iron sheets, you realize that there is a small gap that is left. And that small gap is maybe 0.4. It does not need a full iron sheet. That means that you need 20, you needed 20 iron sheets. Now you need 20, actually 20.4 iron sheets. Or if at all it is half an iron sheet that you need, it will be 20 point, it will need 20.5 iron sheets. So when you go to the hardware, how many iron sheets will you buy? So why didn't you round off? Why didn't you round off? Actually, now the mathematics we are doing, it is applied. So you need to just think of the reality of the thing. If at all I have 21 iron sheets and I'm remaining with some small thing, let's say I'm painting a house. But while painting, I remain with some small, let's have used the 12 tins of paint. After using 12 tins of paint, I realized there is a small part that is needed to paint, very small. It does not even require half a tin. Still, I'll buy a full tin and remove that small paint that I need. So when you are purchasing, you'll now buy 13 tins of paint instead of the 12 because it will leave that small gap there. So it means that whenever we are making sure that we are buying things, we must make sure that we buy things that can complete the job. Even if the paint remains there, but when the job is complete, because you may not use the other whole paint in the last tin, but you'll use some part of it to cover the other part which was not painted. Same applies to bricks. Same applies to very many things like plywood. You cannot buy a quarter plywood because where you're going to put it is a quarter. You'll buy a full plywood, then you go and utilize your a quarter and you keep the remainder. So I think we are good to go. So this is the quest catalyst. It has many scenarios. So I think we can just pick, but there are so many. But let's first complete what we had started. Part B, I think I'm going to let you finish it, but I'm going to give a hint. Now, I'm going to ask, this is part B. Use a graph to find the time at which majority of the employees arrive and recommend whether the meeting start time should be adjusted based on this value. So who can tell me that's not my thing. I'm lying. I'm lying. Hello, I'm waiting for the response. Hello. What are we supposed to get when they say find the time at which majority of the employees arrive?
I think it is an
Yes, another one.
I think to the mod.
Yes. Someone is saying median, model frequency.
I think we need to find the mod.
Why? Why should we find the mod? No, I'm just
Because the question is asking the majority of the employees.
senior. I teach all, but in the online is for senior 3 and 4. And actually, these ones are not. They were obtained by some person.
I think we need to draw the histogram and then find the mod. Is it? What are we supposed to find?
Actually, who said mod? The person who said mod is
Gilbert,
it Gilbert?
I'm here. Gilbert said the mod.
Natuhuere.
Yeah.
Actually, mod is the right answer. Now, you need to always distinguish. When they say majority, automatically they are looking for the value of time which appears so many times. Automatically, that is the mod. So it means that here we use a graph, and that graph is the histogram. Are we okay?
Yes, sir.
That graph is the histogram. So we are going to draw a histogram and use it to find the mod, because here we are basically, they have told us to use the graph. Then I want to give a scenario, and then you tell me what it requires. What if they tell us, yes? Mm, mm, mm. Yes. Yes. Like the point where you get the how you get the mod exactly. Mm, mm. Actually, let me get some guide here. Are you able to see the screen?
You need to increase on the font of the screen.
Okay, that's nice. I see. Now, this is someone's work, not so? Are you seeing it? You are seeing it now. You're not seeing anything.
The screen is just white.
Let me see. Okay, let me. You're seeing a blank page. You're seeing a blank page again?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. You look again.
Now it is having some work.
Okay, now it has changed, I guess. So now I want you to see, actually, before I explain how a histogram is drawn, I want you to look at how I have put those scores there. When you have a frequency distribution table to represent the data, you get a presentation score. Are you seeing it? Then when you have the group, but this was another scenario. It's not the same as the other one. This one is another question. It's another question. Now here, this one as well, the group, this group
Yes.
here, you also get the analysis score. You have come up with the classes. Then tallies, you also get the analysis score because you have come up with correct tallies, generating correct frequencies and summing them. You also get analysis score. Then the cumulative frequency, you get the analysis score. So long as you write anything that is in line with what the task requires. Then the class boundaries were required for this case. You are going to be given the presentation score for just for the columns, correct columns of class boundaries and A1. That subscript 3 just represents the item you are working on. It represents item 3. So here the question wanted us to find the value that lies halfway the distribution. When they say find the value that lies halfway the distribution or the score, the score that lies halfway the distribution, they are actually looking for the median. The value that lies 50%, 50% in the, or at least 50% in the data, it is also median. So that is the formula for finding. Okay, they can say find the score that of which at least 50% of the students got. Find the score of which at least 50% of the students got, which means that when we say at least 50% of the students, it means that 50% is always in the middle, 50% is midway 100, not so? That means it is 50 out of 100, which is a half of what? Of the students. This is it here. You seeing the N here? It is the same as 50%. It is the same as 50 out of 100 times N. So we get the position. So they are getting the 20th position of the median. Then we come and then locate it under the cumulative frequency column. Then you come for under cumulative frequency and you look for the value which is 20. If not 20, we look for the one which is immediately after 20, because we have got the 20th position here. Then we now compare what to put in the formula. Then you have to give now, actually, the first thing is to make sure that. Okay, let me first get a pen here. Edit, 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 edit. We also have one. The best plan is go ahead to see if you can make enough now. See if you can make the words. We just connect these words. So now I want you to see where I've put the text box. Are you seeing that? Where I'm putting that box?
Yes.
Okay, let me just use a highlighter. Okay. Are you seeing the way I've drawn a circle in red?
Yeah. Yes.
When they are finding the median after stating the formula, you need to get the position of the median, n out of 2. It is the position. It is not the median, but it's actually the position. So you get the frequency, the summation of f, which is actually 40. It means that you have 40 scores or data points. So you need to get 40 out of 20, which is this, 40 out of 20. Then you come and get the position, which is 20. After getting this 20 as the position where the median lies, then you come up here and then you go under cumulative frequency. When you're looking for median, you go under cumulative frequency. Then after we are looking for the where we have 20. So you come here under cumulative frequency and look for 20. 20 lies between 17 and 27. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
So you cannot choose you cannot settle for less. So what you do, you'll take 20, 27. So 27 will show you that this one is the median class. Are you seeing that? And this one is the frequency at which the median exists. Then now we state our formula. The formula that we are stating is this one here. This is the formula. After stating the formula says we have the lower class boundary of the median class plus, this is a plus here, plus n out of 2 minus cumulative frequency before median class divided by the frequency of median class times the class width. So this means that you are going to get the lower class boundary. Are you seeing the class that we have here?
Yes, sir.
So it means that from this class, which the median has showed you, you are going to come along it, and then you get the lower class boundary along the class boundaries. I think it has 39.5.
0.5, yes.
Then you put you put it in there. After you look for n over 2, you already got it as 20. So you already have this one as
20.
the whole of it as 20 minus cumulative frequency before median class. So the median class is this one here. But what is that cumulative frequency value, which is before median class? It is this one here, the one up. You go under
17.
cumulative frequency, and you go under cumulative frequency here. Are you seeing it?
Yes.
You look for the cumulative frequency of the median class is this one. But we want cumulative frequency before median class. It will be the
Yes.
17. Then you come and put it here as 17. Then you come down, and then the last thing we are getting, the frequency of median class. Along the median class, you come and get the frequency of median class, not cumulative frequency now, but frequency of the median class. You come down here and get the frequency of median class and put it as 10. So this means that you have this downer thing. You have the downer what? The downer thing, like that. Hope that is clear.
Yes.
So the thing that we are doing is actually this. When you look through, it is this one here, which we are doing. Everything that we have done is this. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
So now I want you to look at this comment. Are you seeing this comment here? We have that
Yes.
the score that at least half of the youth got is 43. The score that half of the youth got is 43. But now here,
Read.
I gave this conclusion 1, but at UNEB we can even give it more than 5. We give the identification, we can even give it more than what? More than 5.
More than
For
5.
just the conclusion. Now let me take you to the question. I want you to look at this paper now. Now, I want you to read for me the task. Actually, you look at the task. What I want you to look at is what I want you to look at is
The task.
it is the task. So, but look at only actually construct a frequency distribution table. That one you know. Then find the score that at least half of the youth scored in the test. So it is you to judge. What am I going to find? Am I going to find the median? Am I going to find the mode? Am I going to find the mean? You must be keen on that. What are you finding, basically? Now, so I should I go to the histogram now? Okay. Now, histogram. Are you seeing what I'm drawing?
Yes.
So for histogram, even if you don't put the heading, you can just put the histogram just. Then you are going to have histogram is plotted on. You are going to have frequency. I don't have a mouse, so it is going to take time.
No worries.
So
No worries.
frequency. Hope you can read that. Against
Yes,
class what?
against class boundary.
Don't put abbreviations that CB. What's
Yeah.
against class boundaries? Which one? Okay, let's start
Let's
off
check
the
out.
journey. What are we divide by one? One is sine squared plus cos squared, then we expand that. So you have got it. Sine 2 theta divided by 1, and that 1 is sine squared plus cos squared from the first identity. So let's see, let's now have, we have 0. Actually, we need to go back to what we had. We need to go back to what we had, because so we have frequency. The biggest frequency is 19, not so?
Yes.
So that means that along this one, we should choose a scale. We can use 2, 4, 6,
8,
8,
10,
10, up to the highest frequency. The highest frequency was 19, not so?
19.
Like
Yes.
that. Like that.
Mm.
Then here we start with the lower class boundary. Remember, the lower class boundary was actually we didn't get boundaries. But when you see that they need a histogram, it means that you'll draw another column and put class boundaries there. You reduce
Yes.
0.5 on the lower limit and you add a 0.5 on the upper limit. So here you'll
And
have the
upper
list.
limit.
The first one has 9.5. Then this one will be 19.5.
Mm.
And make sure that you use a graph paper. Then this one
Okay.
is 29.5. Then this one is
39, 39.5.
no,
39.5.
actually there is no space, but we are
Yes.
using the scale. Remember, on the graph paper you have these tiny boxes. Are you seeing what I'm drawing?
Yeah.
They are these small squares. This is 1 centimeter here. Then this is also 1 centimeter, not so?
Yes.
So you put the 9.5 there. Then to make your work neat, don't put it, actually the 10.5 would work even if you put it here, the 19.5, even if you put it there, not so? But to make your work neat, not to be squeezed, you need to put 19.5 there. And it will be
Yeah.
uniform because from 9.5 to 19.5, you will have 10 small squares. The small
Yes.
ones, these tiny ones, the ones which are very tiny, they will be what? They will be 10. Is
10.
that clear?
Yes.
So if it is clear, then let's proceed with our histogram. But I'm not going to be accurate since I'm not using a graph paper. But next time I'll come with it plotted so that I don't suffer.
No worries.
So, okay. So you now have there is 49.5. Then you now got 59.5. I think 59.5 is the last. You cannot be doing up to like that. 59.5. So now six. Hope you're seeing that. So it means that you come and then you roll it more. Are you seeing that?
Yes.
Then between the 20, actually between 19.5 and 29.5, our frequency is 19. So you come and add on this one up to where 19 is.
Yes. Yes.
Then
Yes.
29.
Done.
Someone to mute. You have not muted.
But here.
Like that. Then we have another one. Between 29.5 and 39.5, we have 16. So we now have 16. 16 is somewhere. Maybe we can put it there. So 16 will come like this. So 16 erase this. And others and so on and so forth. Yes? So now I want to show you how to get the mod. Now, how do you get the mod? Do you know this person here who is not muted?
No,
I think Nathan should mute. Okay, let me summarize and then we call it a day. Not so?
yes, sir.
Yes or no? Okay. So now
We
are you
continue.
seeing this one here? Are you seeing this? Just
Yes.
immediately after the longest, you first identify the longest bar. After identifying the longest bar, it means that is the one that is going to help us to get the mod.
The mod.
So you now join this vertex here. You join it direct with a straight line up to the nearby vertex there. You also
Yes.
join also this one like
Yeah.
this up to nearby one using a ruler like that.
Yes.
So the point at which they meet here, we are joining this vertex. We are joining this vertex to this and this vertex to this vertex like that. I'm saying this vertex comes like that. You join with dotted lines. So after
Yes.
you get a vertical line that goes down from the point where they have met, and then that is the value that you get here is the mod. Hope I'm clear. So I'm going to. Yes.
So my question is,
So you are trying to get the mod because of the small squares.
so I have the
So now,
question.
now, are you seeing what I'm drawing here? So we have actually, you make sure that you locate. We have now this point here and this point here, not so? Our mod
Yes.
is here.
Yes.
So we have 19.5. Then we also have 29.5. Are you seeing that? Then we have 5 small squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Then also here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5. 1,
Yes.
2, 3, 4. So
5.
actually the same way even up there are 5. 1, 2, 3,
3,
4,
2,
5. There are 5.
3.
So
Yes.
from here, let's say our mod has come and it has landed like here. Let's say it has landed there. Let me use another color. Let's say it has come and landed there.
Hmm.
See that?
Yes.
It means that we are going to now to get from here to here. So we shall say 29.5 minus 19.5. What do you get? This will give us 10. Not so?
Yes.
So this 10 that you are seeing, it is the distance, it is from here to here.
Yeah.
Not so?
Yes.
But how many tiny squares are there? Let's count them together. 1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
4, 5,
5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
So there are 10 squares here, 10
Yes.
tiny squares, not so? So we
Yes.
are going to get that distance, which is 10, not so? Divided
Yes.
by the 10 tiny square to get what each one small square represents.
Mm.
To get what each one square, one small square.
Yes.
So it means that one small square will be representing a 1. This first square will be representing a 1. Not so?
Yes.
Yes.
So it means that you are going to say from 19.5 we add the 1 and then we get 20.5, 21.5, 22.5,
2.5,
23.5,
0.5,
24.5,
24.5,
5.5,
24.5,
26.5.
25.
So this one, the mod will be 26.5, depending on
5.
what I my sketch. But since I'm not
Mm.
accurate, don't take it as the final answer. So I think I should say bye.
No.
Yes, you're welcome. So we meet,
Thank you. Bye.
is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Yes?
Tomorrow.
Okay, then when we meet, maybe.
Yeah, thank you so much. We are
Tomorrow,
doing great.
but tomorrow at what time?
Bye. Okay. Okay. Bye. Then you people who are
Yes,
on the
sir.
KTD app,
Yes,
Yes.
uh, make sure that you are on.
yes.
And for marker,
Yes.
I will come with more, and you like them. I'll even show you the node marking.
Okay, thank you, sir.
But
Are you getting it?
sir, at what
Yes,
time
sir.
tomorrow?
Yeah,
At what
welcome.
time?
Are you in the group?
Me.
Yes.
Are you in the category group?
Yeah, on the WhatsApp
Yes.
group.
So I think let's discuss from there. I think she shared the timetable.
Yes.
Yeah, the
The
timetable has
timetable
the
on
lessons,
Monday.
though we had the adjusted a bit. Yeah,
It's okay.
but
So
even
tomorrow we
if
are
it
doing.
depends on what you want. It depends on what you want.
It's
If you
okay.
want me to come back tomorrow, I will be available.
Yes,
Yeah,
tomorrow.
thank you. We
So
shall discuss
Thanks,
about the
sir.
time
let's
on
go
the
to the
group.
group.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Bye.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Mm.
Bye. Bye.